Well, good morning to you. I'm finally able to get up onto this particular route that I very much enjoy without it being full of snow and ice. So I'm happy about that. I've also made a few additions or changes to the bike. One of the changes was new rear tire. I had a Dunlop D606 on the rear, and I found that to be less than satisfactory for me, for the riding I do. It had a very square profile, so you couldn't lean the bike very easily, you couldn't turn very quickly, and the lugs were very loosely spaced. And it didn't leave you with a lot of rubber on the road if you were on pavement or hard-packed dirt or rock, that type of thing. So I wasn't crazy about the tire. So I switched it for the same thing I have on the front, which is a Kenda K270. And so I'm just testing it out. This is the first time off-road. What else is new? New is my tank, see? Hopefully you can see that. It's the Acerbis 3.1 gallon US measure tank. It gives me tons more range. And it's lighter than the stock tank by quite a margin, so even when it's filled with more gas than I could hold in the stock tank, the weight increase is pretty marginal, actually. And when you're down to half tank, which we are quite a bit, half the time, I think that then it's lighter than the stock situation up top, which is good. Plus, it's a little wider, well, quite a bit wider, actually, than the stock tank, you know, for the knees. And that's actually, I find, a good thing because it gives me, I think, a little bit more precise knee control on the bike. So it's all good, I think. And it's excellent that I can get up onto this route. This is such a nice route. The other thing I did on the bike was I installed a new DID X-ring chain. I think the VX2 Pro something. I forget the name of it. Something like that. And at the same time, the old chain needed replacing. I put on new sprockets, so fresh set, you know, chain and sprockets. And I was using 13 countershaft, 42 on the driven, but this time what I've done is I've gone to 14 countershaft, 42 on the driven, and I think that that's better because I was finding that I was, concentrate, John. I was finding it a little buzzy on the highways. Well, I definitely feel these K270s are a good improvement for me. I definitely like the feel of the rear tire, and the front I was already pleased with, so because I had that on previously. Okay, well, I thought I'd stop and show you the tank. And there she is. So I think it looks nice. I think it looks better than the stock tank, than the black and smaller. I think being a larger tank, and I chose the natural instead of the black because that way you can see the gas level. As you can see, you know, pretty easy to know where you're at. And there's the D6 or the Kenda K270, and notice the nice round profile. I like that because it much better than the 606 in my opinion. Well, what do you think? I think we can go down there and the route should be open. And here we are on the other side of the canyon. Well, I just had to stop here and take a photo. I forgot my regular camera, so I've got to do it with my helmet cam, which is not as good, but there you go. You never know what these routes are going to be like after the winter. The winter seems to change them all. Carves out channels and ruts and such. It makes it interesting. You never know what's going to be around the corner. I like this route because, oh yeah, look at that, eh? I was saying I like this route because it's interesting from, you know, a visual perspective. I mean, it's gorgeous, and you can just take your time here and just really enjoy. Or if you want, you can also kick it on this route quite a bit. You know, it's got a lot of turns and dips and such that, you know, at speed become pretty interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely liking the new rear tire, the K270, in preference to the Dunlop D606. I find that it's much more precise. I can maneuver better, quicker, more confidently. We've had a lot of windy weather lately, starting to really pick up now too. Which on a trail like this, I don't mind, it's nice. On the highway, it's not pleasant. Okay, folks, I'm going to end this here. There you see Little White Mountain again there, if you can, on the video. All snow covered. And there's Clyde, sitting pretty. He's clean. I don't usually keep him this clean, but you know, I washed him a little while ago. So he feels pretty handsome. Anyway, you folks have a wonderful day. I'm going to head home and look at some video. So thanks for watching, and ride safe and have a bunch of fun.